In this Black Excellist presentation, we will highlight the top 50 epic Black business moments in the second of our 5-part series.
Welcome to blackexcellist.com, the site where we celebrate Black excellence, opulence, and affluence. Our mission is to inspire you as we enlighten you.
In this series of Black Excellence in Business, we will be presenting a collection of historical, monumental, and significant achievements by Black business leaders and entrepreneurs. Inspired by Black enterprises' great moments in Black business, we will highlight the major accomplishments that has had a widespread impact, not only on the economic development of the Black community, but a huge impact on corporate America. We here at Black Excellist give kudos to these companies and business icons, but we also give accolades to the thousands of present-day African-American business leaders, entrepreneurs, and bosses who are on the grind daily to make an impact on the financial well-being of themselves, their families, and the American culture. In this original Black Excellist video, we will be featuring the part 2 of our 50 epic moments in African-American business. So without further ado, let's get started. 11. Nelson Mandela presidential election victory triggers business boom. Nelson Mandela's rise to the position of president of South Africa in 1994 was an extraordinary moment in history. His victory in the elections put an end to apartheid and one of the most systematic oppressive systems in the history of mankind. Also, it opened doors for American Black-owned businesses to invest in South Africa's economy. Several American Black businesses were keen on investing and expanding their business in South Africa following Mandela's rise. Many of those companies include some of the Black Enterprise 100 featured companies, like BET, Johnson Publishing Company, Luster Products, and Soft Sheen Products. Several U.S. Black-owned companies were aiming to tap into South Africa's market for the first time. The interest to grow in South Africa was high, and many companies looked to expanding in South Africa as a way to accelerate their economic empowerment. At the time, South Africa's jobless rate was estimated at 40%, which meant there was an eager workforce that could help to serve South Africa's 40 million people. Although business conditions and other factors made it difficult for African-American firms to thrive in the country, many Black-owned companies made a commitment to the post-apartheid country, while other American companies decided to wait until the effect of years of economic sanctions were fully erased. 12. Vista Equity Partners becomes a top investment firm. Robert launched Vista in the year 2000 after leaving Goldman Sachs in 1999. Since then, the Texas-based firm has risen to become one of the top investment firms in the country and the #1 company on the Black Enterprise 100 list of 2017. Vista as a company has a history of targeting software and technology-based companies. Over the years, Vista has been able to extend its portfolio to include over 35 companies. Some of its major acquisitions include the acquiring of Solero in a $6 billion deal, Datto, and Cvent Inc. in 2016 for $1.16 billion. The company also acquired Lithium Technologies, a firm that serves major companies like AT&T and Airbnb for an undisclosed sum in 2017. The deal allows Vista to pick up a cloud-based social media management and online community solutions company and technology hub, Silicon Valley. Vista Equity Partners currently manages over $30 billion in capital and has deployed more than $5 billion in investment in various companies. 13. Black tech firm WWT reaps in over $10 billion in revenue in a single year. Information Technology Systems integrator Worldwide Technology, the long-standing, largest Black-owned company, achieved a colossal milestone in 2017 when it reached a record-breaking $10.4 billion in revenues. As a result, the Missouri-based firm was featured as the 30th largest private company in America, according to Forbes, and at the time was ranked #1 on the Black Enterprise 100's Industrial Services Company list of 2017. Founded in 1990 by its chairman, David Stewart, the company's meteoric rise can be placed in perspective by highlighting its 4,600 employees and the $7 billion increase in revenue in a 10-year span. Today, WWT offers hardware and software products and services to large public and private customers globally in various sectors. Beyond the revenues, WWT is in partnership with over 3,000 manufacturers and is one of the nation's top Cisco Systems partners. Stewart struggled in the beginning, but his steadfastness has paid off. Today, Stewart is among America's few Black billionaires who has a net worth of over $4 billion. 14. Soft Sheen Product Inc. experiences revenue growth with Jerry Curl trend. Launched in 1979, Carefree Curl was a game changer for Soft Sheen. When the legendary Michael Jackson performed his iconic music video Thriller, he sported a Jerry Curl, and the hairstyle became a smash hit with Black consumers. Fueled by the growing popularity of the hairstyle and its new free curl product line, Soft Sheen Product posted one of its biggest business growth periods in the company's history. The Chicago-based company's revenues rose to $91 million, up 82% from $50 million. The gain was able to push their Free Curls product to rack in a company record revenue of $91 million. Performing at one of its peaks, Soft Sheen was named Black Enterprise's Company of the Year in 1989. By 1996, the family owners were looking to sell the business they started in 1964. In 1998, L'Oreal acquired Soft Sheen in a consolidation move that would be part of their strategy of growth opportunities worldwide. 15. Black investment banks help underwrite Google's $2.7 billion IPO. In 2004, Silicon Valley tech giant Google initiated a public offering for $2.7 billion in a historic deal that allowed minorities to participate in the open auction for shares. Some Black-owned financial firms were able to key in on the deal. The Black-owned firms that assisted in underwriting part of the IPO include Blaylock & Partner, Utindle Capital, and M.R. Beale & Company. Blaylock & Partners served as a co-manager of 14.159 million shares of Class A common stock. At the time, Blaylock & Partners was number 2 on Black Enterprise's 100 list of Black investment banks in the country. At the offering, shares sold at $85, and the company raised $1.7 billion. The deal was significant as it marked the first time investment banks of color were engaged with a next-gen Silicon Valley company on such an epic transaction.
If you love our videos and have a suggestion for a future edition, let us hear from you in the comments section below.
16. Janis Holroyd becomes first Black woman to reach $1 billion in revenue. As the founder and CEO of Act One Group, Janis Bryant Holroyd became the first Black woman to break the $1 billion revenue threshold. Holroyd's self-confidence, willingness to take risks, and her faith helped her smash the 10-figure mark even through shaky economic times and racial barriers. She has invested millions to create one of the industry's most advanced technology and talent platforms. Her firm offers Fortune 500 companies service packages and support, ranging from employee background checks to executive talent management. Act One reached Black Enterprise's number 3 on the 2011 Industrial and Service Companies list, with $1.4 billion in revenues, making history in the process. Today, Act One runs in 19 other countries with 2,800 employees, serving more than 17,000 clients. Holroyd's success did not come without sweat. She had a hard and difficult childhood, but she kept moving forward. What makes her story an extraordinary one is that she launched her business in a small office in Beverly Hills, California, with roughly $1,500 of her own money and what she could borrow from family. 17. The rise of a Black oil and gas mogul, Case Llewellyn. Born in Ibadan, Nigeria, Case Lowell dreamed of becoming a businessman, and he achieved his dream when he founded CashApp, a Houston-based energy company. Today, he's one of the few Black billionaires living in America with a net worth exceeding $3 billion. Lowell's ingenuity, hard work, and partnerships to build operations stretching from Africa to South America helped what was once a small agricultural commodities firm grow into a multi-billion-dollar powerhouse. He founded CashApp International Corp. in 1986 and started out trading barley, tobacco, and other grains from the United States to West Africa. Lowell later shifted his focus to oil in 1991, teaming up with the oil giant Conoco. The joint venture produced over 20,000 barrels of oil daily during the late 2000s and in 2009. Since 2002, CashApp and its units have regularly earned $1 billion in revenues. In 2009, CashApp reported its peak level of revenues, coming in at $2.43 billion. Now CashApp explores, produces, processes, and trades crude oil, gas, and electrical power in Africa, Europe, and South America. It is the only energy company on the New York Stock Exchange controlled by African Americans. 18. Sale of Johnson products to white owners stir controversy. In 1993, Johnson Products Company, the Chicago-based hair care company known for Afro Sheen, Ultra Sheen, and Gentle Treatment, was acquired by IVAX Corp. At a whopping sum of $67 million. Up until that point, there was probably no sale of a Black-owned company to a majority corporation that sparked more controversy than the Johnson Products sale. Since the hair care manufacturer was a major employer of African Americans and a supporter of Black causes in both Chicago and nationwide, the Black consumer base and Black company leaders were angered and felt betrayed. The loudest protester was JPC founder George E. Johnson Sr., who lost the controlling interest to his ex as part of a 1989 divorce settlement. He founded the company in 1954 with a $250 vacation loan, and within 25 years, the company controlled almost 40% of the Black hair care market. Johnson Products grew to become a pillar of entrepreneurial hope in the African American community for roughly 20 years and was the first Black-owned company publicly traded on the American Stock Exchange. Throughout the decade following this acquisition, a series of mergers and acquisitions virtually wiped out the African American ownership within the ethnic hair care industry as other Black hair care companies went to the auction block one by one. 19. J. Bruce Llewellyn and MBA's Dr. J acquire a $100 million Coke bottling franchise. In 1985, J. Bruce Llewellyn purchased Philadelphia Coca-Cola Bottling Company along with former NBA superstar Julius Erving, making it the first Black-owned soft drink bottling franchise. Llewellyn was already a business tycoon who built his first company with the Bronx-based Fedco Foods Corp supermarket chain. It was the third largest Black business when Black Enterprise unveiled its original Top 100 list in 1973. In 1983, Llewellyn started to engineer a deal where he and Hall of Famer Dr. J would buy a share of the Coca-Cola Bottling Company in New York. Once that was complete, Llewellyn was able to negotiate with Coke to allow he and Irving to part with their interest in New York Coke and gain majority ownership of Philadelphia Coca-Cola, one of the nation's largest bottling plants. The pact made it the first Black-owned soft drink bottling franchise with a value that was estimated at $100 million. The franchise quickly rose to become the sixth largest Coke bottling operation and the third largest Black-owned business in America. The significance of the deal was multifold. For one, it gave African Americans an entree to compete in the general market. Secondly, it demonstrated that Black athletes could be successful on the basketball courts as well as corporate America. Long before Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and LeBron James made their commercial forays, Dr. J set the entrepreneurial gold standard with Philly Coke and his other ventures. 20. Cathy Hughes becomes the first Black woman to take a company public on NASDAQ. As a founder and chairperson of the nation's largest Black-owned media company, Cathy Hughes knows how to turn adversity into opportunity. After building Radio 1 Inc. into a multimedia empire by acquiring more than 70 radio stations in 22 markets, Cathy Hughes decided to take the company public. With this move in 1999, Cathy Hughes became the first African-American woman to operate a company listed on NASDAQ. Wall Street was in love with the stock. Not only was Radio 1 among the most successful IPOs for a Black-owned firm, but it holds that distinction for any company its size and scope. Radio 1's market value hit about $1.8 billion as the stock soared on NASDAQ, with its offering price of $24, increasing to $96.50 in a span of 7 months. This represented a remarkable increase of more than 400%. Today, Radio 1 is Urban One Inc., with a primary market of African Americans that reaches 82% of Black U.S. households. Urban One Inc. is the largest diversified media company in America and earns an annual revenue of $456 million.
We appreciate the fact that you stayed with us until the end. Thank you for spending time with us, and don't forget to like this video. Also, make sure you subscribe so that you never miss a video. Bye for now. We will see you tomorrow.